people pleaser, always try to fit in. No, I'm not asking you to do something which is unsocial, which is irrational, or which is illegal. But beyond that, there is something which stops people to do anything different. That's why do what fits you. Yes, you got it right. Our today's topic is do what fits you and five situations. Hello, I'm Nandini Das, academician, author. But before discussing the five situations where you should do what fits you, I'll tell you three short stories, and those stories will make you to resonate with, not maybe not totally but partially, to your lives and how to take rational decisions. So my story number one is, there is an old lady who was selling watermelon on the footpath, and that day nobody was going to buy from her. Everybody was looking at her with hatred, and they were talking about her. The reason is, the other day she lost her son, and today she is coming and selling here. Then there was one gentleman. He went to the lady and asked her why she is not mourning at home and sitting here and selling watermelon. Then with teary eyes, that lady said, now she is the only bread earner of her family. Now the lesson is, whether people know or they don't know, yet they are irrational, uncivilized, immoral, right? I'll tell you something related to this. In the year 1999, there was cricket World Cup was going on, and at that time cricketer Sachin Tendulkar's father passed away. He went, finished the rituals and went back to the ground and scored 140 runs. Then what happened? Applause and praises showered on him. Same situation, same onlookers, but two different persons, and the behavior is so different. So in such cases, do you think that you should listen to those people? No. Do what fits you. Then my second story is, there was a famed whore. Her name was Lakshya Hira. And in that town there was a ailing person. Every day he used to sit hours to watch Lakshya Hira when she used to pass by. One day that ailing person told his wife that, I want to get Lakshya Hira. His wife was pity on him and took him to Lakshya Hira. Obviously, Lakshya Hira denied and they had to come back. Now you decide how rational it is. It's not like that. I'm not talking about the first stories onlookers. I'm talking about the rational people, not judgmental. Rational people, whether this person was right or wrong. Then comes my third story. This is not real story, but this is my own experience when I enrolled in the master degree, in the first year of master degree, because we didn't have semester system, we had annual exam system. We heard that one of the department's professor was sick. He got brain tumor, went abroad for treatment, came back, and his situation was deteriorating. But we heard that he was passionate about his work, and he used to tell that his first love were his students, and in the second place comes his wife and children. And we saw when he couldn't walk properly in the night dress or whatever he used to wear at home, two people will hold him from two sides and bring him to the department office, because he was living in the campus, and he will sit there for a few minutes and again will go back home, because that used to give him satisfaction. and he knew that he will die after few months. His family members knew that, but they respected his emotion. That emotion is different from the second story's emotion, and they used to bring him there. Now with these three stories, you can relate yourself. Not totally. Everybody has a different story, so you can totally not totally partially relate yourself, and you decide how to take rational decision. Now we are coming to those 5 situations where we should do what fits you. So number 1 situation is working hours. These days there is a talk going on. Working hours should be 4 days in a week. Now it is 5 days for some, it is 6 days for some, and it is 7 days for some. Related to this, another thing is Elon Musk works 80 to 90 hours in a day, while Jeff Bezos makes it sure to sleep at least 8 hours in a day. While both of them touch the sky of success, but their approach to working hours is different. So there is a stipulated hour as long as somebody is enjoying the work. But yes, there is certain thing which is taken care of, and there is a global norm that working hours should be 8 hours. Why? Because to save people from being modern day slavery, because nobody should forcefully make you to work after 8 hours, or they are not paying you and you are doing overtime. Because of that, there is the norm of 8 hours, and we should take care of that. We should but if somebody likes, they can work as long as they want to work. Nobody should tell them that. So do what fits you. Then our third situation is food intake. Whether you love to eat fish, meat, or anything else, but somebody else stops you because of culture, tradition, religion. No. If there is some health issue, if there is weather doesn't permit you, if it is not available, all those things you can take decision not to take, but not the other reason, right? Then number 4 situation is lifestyle. They say there are 2 lifestyles. One is stable, one is nomadic. I'm telling you, those diplomats who are working in foreign service, every 2 to 3 years they move from one country to another country. Are they nomadic? Yes, of course. In ancient times, businessmen used to go by sea to another place to do business. They used to travel in the water for months. It used to take them months and years to be out of their home. Were they nomadic? Yes, of course. While talking about stable, if you are stable in one place and earthquake happens, then where is your stability? That's why it is the choice of the person who wants to work or live in his or her hometown, or would want to go in another city, another province, another country. That's their choice. Nobody should be judgmental about that. So do what fits you. Then the last number 5th situation is choice of occupation. People will jump to tell you, you should be an entrepreneur, you should be an entrepreneur. Okay, before that, let me make it clear that entrepreneur is a person who does his or her own business, doesn't work for other person. While entrepreneur is a person who works for others, maybe that is managerial job or any other job. Let me give you 2 examples. Jack Ma is an entrepreneur, and Sundar Pichai or Satya Nadella, they are entrepreneur, right? So it depends on the person he or she should decide to be an entrepreneur or to an entrepreneur or to do both, as long as they do justice to their work. Nobody should instruct them what to do. Here also, do what fits you. Now when you know that what is how rational decisions to take, and the we just discussed 5 situations. There are so many situations comes every day in your life, and you have to take rational decisions. But who stops you to do what fits you? First of all, maybe your near and dear ones. They are not your enemy, but they are overprotective. They don't want you to face those challenges. They want you to don't go to the out of the league. They don't want to you should do something your relatives are not doing, something in your environment people are not doing, in your surrounding people are not doing. Mhm. If you are doing right thing, then do what fits you. Then make their affection as your strength, not your weakness. Then number 2, people, those who know that they can't do what you are doing, so they have only one option, that is criticism. Then number 3, those people who come as hindrance in front of you, they are who are envious of you. They either criticize you, or they will try their best to stop you what you are doing. Then in number 4 place comes those mindless people. They don't have their own mind and they just follow others. Now you know everything, the how to relate the situations, how to relate those situations, and how to take logical decisions. Now what to do? Now take a logical rational decision and write down your opinion in the comment box. Like, share and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Till then, do what fits you. Take rational decision.